Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my channel, Old School Gunner. How are you all out there, guys? I hope you're keeping well. Guys. Fantastic weather here in London. Absolutely unbelievable weather. The transfer window is what I want to talk about, guys. Declan Rice. Kai Havertz has also been in the news recently. I might do a separate video on that. Alexander Zinchenko. God knows what's going on with him. But anyway, good on the Piers Morgan show. That's kind of rather political. I remember when Mesut Ozil did the same, commenting on China. He left the club soon after, but it looks like double standards for the likes of Alexander Zinchenko. He can get away with that kind of thing. I don't know, it's all a bit strange if you ask me, but there you go, guys. There you go. But let's stick to the Declan Rice story. Let's stick to the Declan Rice story, guys. A bid for 100 million is meant to be close. I don't know why we didn't bid that at the beginning. Yeah, it's like insane. I mean, are we going to put 101 million? I see Lee Gunner did a video like that. Why didn't we just bid 100 million at the beginning? Because that is what actually West Ham, that is the value that West Ham put on the player. They put on Declan Rice. Us offering them an offer of 80 million at the beginning was always going to be rejected. So why didn't we just actually give them what they were looking for from day one? It just doesn't make sense, to be honest. That's my own opinion. That's my own opinion. It does not make any sense. We're being linked to Kai Havertz also. I mean, guys, Kai Havertz is not good enough for the club. Yeah, he's not a good player, and we should not be taking another Chelsea reject. Harsh as that may sound, we have to look out for ourselves. Why would we take a Chelsea reject? He scored 19 goals in his career at Chelsea. He's been absolute pants. He's been rubbish. So why would we take him? I mean, another Chelsea reject. I mean, what is it with us taking former Chelsea players? You know what I mean? I mean, seriously, the club can do better. It does not make sense. It just does not make sense. To take a player like that, it just doesn't make sense. It's as simple as that. That's how I see things anyway. That is how I see things. Seriously. It does not make sense. Anyway, it is what it is. Why didn't we just offer the 80 million or the 100 million at the beginning instead of offering 80 million, knowing it would be rejected? You'd have to wonder about these things, you know. Seriously. I mean, you'd have to wonder, why did we actually do that? Yeah. It's just, I don't know, guys. It just doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me, you know. Declan Rice, guys. A bid is imminent. It's close. It's being prepared. Match point. Here we go again, guys. I don't know. It seems like another load of waffle. It's like on a merry-go-round, guys. I don't think it's actually. Is there any truth in it? I don't know. The club are preparing to lodge a bid worth 100 million, according to reports. Nobody really has a clue what's going on with this deal. The one thing that's real is that Arsenal put in a first bid of 80 million, which got rejected yesterday, is an absolute embarrassment. And it's been put out there as an absolute embarrassment, which has got super fans and top gooners all around the globe saying no, that must be just from West Ham side. That's David Sullivan. He's the one that's making it sound like we're lowballing. And people saying West Ham are taking the mickey, guys. They want too much money for their player. 100 million is fair for him, and we should have offered them that immediately, up front. You know what I mean? We let Maitland-Niles leave for free, guys. We could have taken 20 million for him. I mean, maybe we should take a leaf out of David Sullivan's book. You know what I mean? We get a player, we let him leave for free. They get a player, they want maximum money. But we got good relations with these clubs. Anyway, make sure you smash the like in this for me, guys. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Said a super thanks, but make sure you subscribe to my channel, guys. That would be even better. You know what I mean? I might be doing a video about Kai Havertz. I might also do one about Zinchenko going on Piers Morgan. But make sure you smash the like on this video, guys. Subscribe to my channel, of course. Click on that notifications bell. Main thing is you subscribe, guys. Share the content. Sub it away. I'll have another couple of videos coming out later on this channel, guys. Keep your eyes peeled for them. Anyway, guys, a Declan Rice bid was rejected, as we expected it would be. Those of us with half our brain cell, guys, knew it would happen. They had been talking for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 months since January, and bids being rejected. How have the bid been rejected if we are in talk, close, match point, preparing the bid? Talks are ongoing. Talks are going very well. How did we come in 20 million quid then less than what they wanted, guys? It doesn't make sense. But then it gets spun, guys. The bid that Arsenal have put in is only way getting in the door and make it look like we're serious. They valued him at 100 million. We should have made an offer of 100 million. It's as simple as that. 80 million was an insult to them. And maybe that's cost us the player. That's how I see things. Maybe putting in that offer of 80 million for Declan Rice has cost us the player because no Manchester City are interested. And their attention is on him. I mean, would he rather go to City or Arsenal? He'd rather go to City. People saying then that it could be the domino effect, guys. It could be a domino effect. I mean, seriously. As soon as the Declan Rice deal is done, then all the other deals will roll into place. Xhaka will leave. Caicedo. Makes no sense. It looks ever likely, guys, that we're not going to get Declan Rice. It doesn't seem to me like it's going to happen now, to be honest. Because West Ham, they want exactly what is happening now. They want a bidding war for the player, guys, and Arsenal don't. If Arsenal wanted Declan Rice so badly, guys, they would have paid West Ham what they wanted. You know what I mean? Arsenal forever in with a comment. Welcome along to my live stream, man. How are you getting on? People can say what they want about Declan Rice, guys. He's not worth this. He's not worth that. It's irrelevant. The club, if they were serious about getting the player, should have stumped up the money. It's as simple as that. They should have just come up with the money, laid it on the line, if they were serious about getting the player. I mean, if he's valued at 100 million, guys, don't bid 80. I mean, that could have cost us the player now. He might go to Chelsea. He might go to Man City. God only knows. Reportedly, Caicedo was going to go to Chelsea. Let me read this comment for Arsenal forever and welcome along to the stream. We tried to sign Caicedo in January and not to bother signing him this summer make no sense at all. Exactly. And he is a brilliant, brilliant player. I mean, the guy is unreal. He is a fantastic, fantastic player. So why wouldn't we sign him? I mean, it don't make any sense. Seriously, it does not make any sense. No sense whatsoever. I honestly think we're not going to get Declan Rice because there's so much going on there. A deal is imminent. A deal is being prepared. It just doesn't make any sense. I mean, for me, who can you trust? Would you believe it? I wouldn't believe half of it, to be honest, anyway. I mean, this whole imminent deal thing, I don't know. It just seems to me to be kind of it's just dragging on and on and on and on. And other clubs now being linked to the player. I mean, it was an insult for us to offer 80 million for him when they value him at 100. It's as simple as that. People can say what they want, they can have their own opinions, but that's mine. Why would they bother doing something like that if you weren't actually serious about it? You know what I mean? It just seems to me like we're not actually serious about getting the player, about landing the player. I mean, when you make a bid for that amount of money, it just doesn't seem right. You know what I mean? My opinion, anyway. That's my opinion. Luca AFC in the house. How are you getting on, man? Guys, if you haven't already, check out this man's channel. See what's going on. Check out his channel, guys. Like his videos and subscribe to his channel. Luca has, I think, 3,500 subscribers at this point, double what I have. So he has to be doing something right, guys. But check out his channel now. Check it out, man. Do yourselves a favor, come out and support Luca. Arsenal forever. Where is the second bid from Arsenal for Rice? Exactly, man. Exactly. Like, if those of you that don't know, I actually met Edu last September. Yeah, I met Edu last September. Right by the South Bank in central London, yeah. Right by the London Eye. And he was with his wife and a minder, yeah, a bodyguard. Now, I met him, and yeah, I didn't say anything about anything, yeah. I'll be honest with you. Maybe I should have pounced on him. He looked a bit apprehensive when I went over to him and asked him, was he Edu Gaspar? He looked a little bit apprehensive and he looked a little bit cautious. I didn't say anything about the football, but maybe I should have. You know what I mean? Maybe I should have. Like, he was with family. I respected that. But like I said, he definitely looked a little bit apprehensive when he saw me coming over and asking him, was he Eddie? You know what I mean? So I think he'd be getting a lot of hate at that point. What they're doing exactly now, I don't know. If any of you watched the stream of mine that I did about, just 1 second, guys, I'll get to the comment after this. I'll start putting up the comments after this. But if any of you watched my stream that I did like a couple of days ago with Back Madness, if any of you saw that, guys, I mean, I wouldn't say the season was lucky from an Arsenal point of view, but I definitely believe that. How do I put this properly? I definitely believe that we had a bit of good fortune. For example, I don't think Arteta and Edu could have planned that our season, the last season gone, would have gone so well. Last season was our chance to win the league. Yeah? All the other teams were kind of stuttering and stumbling. This season, they're all going to be back on it. And it's as simple as that. You know what I mean? I was talking to a football fan in work yesterday. And that was it exactly. That was it exactly. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people have said, the team that Mikel Arteta is actually having this success with was actually a team built by Unai Emery. Look, the way we're going about the Declan Rice situation, he's not going to come to the club. And I mean, if Manchester City are looking and they're interested, I mean, who would you choose if you were Declan Rice? It's a no-brainer. You know what I mean? He's going to go to City all day long. Look, AFC, I don't like this window. Yeah, it only started today. Yeah? It only officially started today. The window officially started today, but you've got this Kai Havertz situation. Why on earth would we want to buy Kai Havertz? He's got 19 goals for Chelsea since he's been there, guys, in over 90 appearances. We have better players already at the club, so why do we need him? I mean, is it because the way Chelsea have been playing, he hasn't been able to get into it? He's not that good, in my opinion. Ollie Watkins is the man for us. Ollie Watkins is the man. You know what I mean? All right, let me put up the comments. Yeah, you and me bought Luca, man. You haven't uploaded today. Maybe later on you can upload, yeah. But there's the whole thing about Zinchenko going on Piers Morgan. Oh my God. I mean, seriously. I mean, stick to football, Alexander, man. You know what I mean? Don't get into politics, man. Stick to football. And in fairness, he needs to be getting ready on the training ground for the new season because he was shocking at the end of the season. He can't defend. It's as simple as that. Yeah, maybe you could upload later. Where's the second bid? Exactly, man. Exactly. We're hearing that it's close, it's imminent, it's this, that, the other. West Ham valued him at 100 million. Why did we? Why did we actually like West Ham valued him at 100 million? Why did we offer 80? Unless we're not really serious about it. It's like a token gesture to make it look like we tried to get the player. Like almost 2 years ago, when it looked like we tried to sell Xhaka to Roma at the Jose Mourinho. Does he go South Bank a lot? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? But I remember it was, I think, when the Queen had died and people were paying their respects. So maybe that's why he was there. You know what I mean? I did tell people that Arsenal's summer transfer window would be average. Yeah. And we've got Champions League coming up in the new season. And we really need to strengthen. I mean, we haven't been in it in a long, long time. It's going to be difficult for us. It's really going to be difficult for us in the Champions League. I mean, anyone that thinks any different, they're not living in the real world, unfortunately for them. It's going to be a tough transfer window. A tough transfer window. Trust me. I know what I'm talking about. Yeah. This 100 million deal for Rice, meant to be close. I'd say try your cap at that, lads. Gunners very close to signing Havertz. 100 million deal for Declan Rice. Arsenal preparing 100 million bid for Declan Rice after first offer was rejected by West Ham. But why did we offer 80 million? They had it valued at 100 million. So why did we offer 80? You know what I mean? It just doesn't make any sense. Seriously. It just doesn't make any sense. Unless we're not serious. Unless we're not serious about actually getting the player. That's the only reason I can think of. You know what I mean? Say what you want about it, guys. Say what you want about it. But that's the only reason I can think of why they would do something like that. Unless they're not actually serious about landing the. So why would we be bothered or interested with him? I mean, seriously, we do not need this player at the club. Honest to God, why would we want to bring him to our club? It does not make any sense. No sense whatsoever. Why on earth would we want to bring him to the club? He's not good for us. You know what I mean? He's just not good for us. That's how I see things anyway. That's how I feel about it. West Ham, like, they have a right valuation on the club, yeah. He is worth 100 million. All the other football clubs on the planet, guys, Bayern Munich, Chelsea, Man United, Man City, they will pay what they want. And Chelsea have us now, guys, by the balls, by the cojones, because we've gone in there with a stupid bid. I know Man City are sitting there, keep us informed. You know what I mean? Chelsea are going to get rid of Mason Mount. They're going to get rid of Kai Havertz, Pulisic, Kante's going. They're getting rid of loads and loads of other players. They're going to get a lot of money in the summer. So don't rule out Declan Rice going to Chelsea, guys, because that could actually happen. You know what I mean? That could actually happen. They're going to be having a lot of money. They're going to be having a lot of money coming in, you know. Apparently, he only wants London, and we keep hearing that out. I'm telling you right now, guys, if Man City bid for Declan Rice, it's finished. It's done. There we go. 2 years ago, we could have got 20 million for Ashley Maitland-Niles and Wolves. Now he's leaving on a free, pure incompetence of Arsenal. Yeah, we could have done something with that money, yeah? We could have put that money towards something. I mean, seriously. We could have put that money towards something. If Man City come in and put the money on the table, guys, he's going Man City. If Chelsea come in and put the money on the table, he's going Chelsea. Bayern Munich, The team that puts the best deal on the table, guys, as close to the money they want, he's signing for the club. It's as simple as that. It's business, guys. We have literally had an instance in January where a guy who was working for Arsenal all over his Instagram, our fans had his pants around his ankles because he's got a butterfly tattoo on his neck. He's got a heart tattoo on his ankle. Mudryk, guys, they're all talking about Mudryk. He only wants Arsenal and he went to Chelsea, guys. How is that working out? He went to Chelsea because Arsenal didn't put the money on the table. But now, 6 months later, we still haven't done our lesson. We gave a stupid bid to West Ham. They have deemed it embarrassing, shambolic, stupid. And now Man City are going, you know what I mean? That they could pick him up. You know what I mean? That stupidity, guys, could have cost us Declan Rice now. Because the other clubs are interested. And we're not actually giving the player what he needs. You know what I mean? It's just madness. The fact is, guys, Arsenal act as a tiny football club instead of Arsenal Football Club, guys, and it is jarring. We have the money, guys. Don't let anybody tell you that Arsenal don't have the money. We're looking at Lavia. We're looking at Lavia, guys. Lavia's got a buyback to Man City for around 40 million. If anyone else, it'd be 50 or 60. Why don't we put the money that we're putting towards Lavia and Kai Havertz, that we get Caicedo and Declan Rice? But that would be too easy for Arsenal, guys. If we sell 300 million, if we do 300 million in the transfer window, all of a sudden expectation raises, guys. Because we have to be the plucky loser. Oh, well, we can't keep up with Man City. We can. We don't want to. Why do you think we keep trying to sign young players? Or sign Eddie up, Reece Nelson up? Because we have to keep the stupid notion that it's a youth process. Now it is the youngest squad in the league. Watch what happens in the Champions League this season as soon as we get knocked out of it. First season in the Champions League with the squad. Go and get the player, guys. Go and get the player. This isn't on Arteta, guys. I have full sympathy for the manager, by the way. It's not on Arteta. But yeah, Arsenal forever. The shark is lurking behind Arsenal for Rice. Exactly, man. Exactly. That shark is Manchester City. Maybe that shark is Chelsea. But any team, I think, that comes along, any club that comes along and puts in a decent, respectable bid of 100 million, for example, which is what West Ham have valued him at, not the embarrassing 80 million bid that Arsenal put on him. It's just like a token gesture. Any club that comes in and actually are willing to pay West Ham what they want for a player will get the player. Arsenal, it's not looking good. I mean, when we behave like that, with this kind of attitude, not looking good for us, guys. Not looking good. I mean, we're hearing the deal is close, the deal is imminent, that, the other. He's not going to come to the club, in my opinion. I would be very, very surprised. Because the club has the money. They just don't have the wherewithal to get it done. They don't have the interest to get it done. And we find ourselves in a difficult position. Let's be honest about it. Arsenal fans, last season was our season to win the league. Don't be expecting too much to come from the club in the new season. We're not going to win anything. The mentality of the club is all wrong. I mean, it's like almost we're the plucky losers. Well, we can't compete with Manchester City. Excuses coming out left, right, and centre. Arsenal forever. It's Garlic Head and Eddie were her responsible, not Arteta. Who's Garlic Head? Which I agree with you, man. I agree with you. You know what I mean? Arteta's the manager. He's not the technical director. That's Edu. But Kroenke has enough money to invest in the team to make us a force. You know what I mean? It's as simple as that. Kroenke has enough money to actually invest in the team. You know what I mean? It's as simple as that. So why wouldn't he want to? You know, it just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. But yeah, it is what it is, I suppose, right? It is what it is. At the end of the day, what can you say, guys? If we lose out, we lose out. But I, for one, would be extremely disappointed if we lost out for Declan Rice. I mean, after all the talk we've been hearing, you know what I mean. But why did we only bid 80 million at the beginning for him when West Ham value him at 100 million? It's disrespectful to West Ham. It's disrespectful to Rice himself, and it sets us off on the wrong path, guys. We get off on the wrong foot with them false presidents that the player is. All right, sorry about that, guys. You won't believe it. Let me just put up that comment. All right, let me put up that comment. Marston forever. Man City will offer 90 million plus Calvin Phillips for Declan Rice. You watch. All right, but yeah, guys, it's like that, you know. It is what it is. Um, yeah, they said that they want the player as well. Yeah, they want a player. They want a player to be actually included as part of the deal. So if that happens, you know what I mean. They want the money and they want a player. I think we should give them that. It's as simple as that. And they can't be messing around with these things. You know, if we want to be serious about the player, if we want to be serious about the player, then we got to stump up the cash. It's Arsenal forever seems like Arsenal want to sign Havertz before Rice, but Havertz is an awful player, and he's no good for us. You know what I mean? We do not need Havertz. We don't need him. You know what I mean? If Man City come in and put the money on the table, guys, he's going Man City. If Chelsea come in and put the money on the table, he's going to go to Chelsea. If Bayern Munich come in and put the money on the table, he's going to Munich. United the same. If Man United come in and put the money on the table, he's going United. The team that puts the best deal on the table, close to the money they want, he's signing for that club. How do people not get this? We literally had an instance in January where a guy that's working for Arsenal had all over his Instagram. Our fans had their pants on their ankles. We were meant to be getting Mudrick. Havertz will be another Willian. Willian, useless. Yeah. We have better players at the club than Havertz. We don't need him. I mean, at least if we got Ollie Watkins, we know what we're getting. You know what I mean? We don't need that player. Simple as that. The club never learns their lesson, guys. 6 months later, after the thing with Mudrick, we're doing the same thing again. Embarrassing, guys. Shambolic. Stupid. The offer that we made was insulting. The offer that we made, guys, Calvin Phillips could be used as part of the deal, guys. Honestly. At the end of the day, guys, Arsenal a bit imminent, Arsenal a bit close, match point. He's given his word. There's no more suitors. The fact is, this club act like a tin pot, tiny little minuscule football club. Unimportant. And it's jarring, guys. We have the money. Don't let anybody tell you we haven't got the money, guys. We're looking at Lavia, yeah. The money we're talking about for Lavia, the money we're talking about for Havertz, we could combine that and we could get Caicedo and Rice. The both of them. Yeah. I'm not dreaming here, guys. The club has the money. We have the most expensive season tickets in world football. Arsenal home game, ticket sales alone, they're bringing £1 million. Think about that, guy now. Think about that, guys, okay? The club has the money and we have Corky supporting us. But the club won't do that, guys. They're buying all these young players, making it look like, well, the team is young, the team is this. We don't want to, guys. We signed Reece Nelson, we signed Eddie and Ketia, these young players, because we have to keep up the pretense, the notion going that it's a youth project, that we have the youngest squad in the league. Wait till we get in the Champions League this season, guys. Season coming. As soon as we get knocked out, they'll be saying we got the youngest squad, isn't it? Go and get the player, guys. This isn't on Arteta. I've actually got sympathy for Arteta. The manager clearly wants Rice. He clearly wants Mudryk. He didn't get him. He wanted Vlahovic. He didn't get him. All of these big money signings he wanted to get, that the manager has wanted. Edu, Tim Lewis, Richard Garlick, Vinay, and Josh, and Stan have all failed him. They've all failed him. if we don't get Declan Rice, I'm telling you now, guys, more and more people are starting to wake up to the BS, guys. Let's hope for Arsenal's sake that they get Declan Rice, because if they don't, there's going to be a lot of people, number one, with egg on their face, because they've tweeted the hardest about it, guys. Not learned any lessons. Early does football TV, afternoon old school. What's going on, man? How are you? Guys, if you haven't already, check out this man's YouTube channel, Early Doors Football TV. Subscribe to him, guys. Click the notifications so that you get notified every time he uploads content. He's a hammer. He's an iron, if I'm not mistaken. You were telling me, my friend. I have today off work, so I'm able to create a bit of content. But check out this man's channel. Any news coming out of the West Ham camp, man, relating to Declan Rice? I mean, with the offer that Arsenal made, it was an embarrassment and it was a disgrace. And I don't blame West Ham for dismantling it out of hand, because they value the player at 100 million and Arsenal make an offer for 80 million. That just doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? Yeah, guys, what can you say? Big up Arsenal forever. Early doors, big up. Honestly, guys, I mean, if we don't get Declan Rice, I don't know what else to say about it. But the offer that we made is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, and what about Kai Havertz coming to Arsenal? I mean, that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I mean, seriously, he's not good enough for the club. Why would we want him there? I mean, Zinchenko going on TV with Piers Morgan. I mean, seriously, there's been so much going on recently. It just does not make any sense whatsoever. Football's about winning matches, guys. Zinchenko's got to stick to the training ground for the meantime, because he has a lot to improve on. He showed that at Anfield. He showed that at the end of the season. He was absolutely terrible. Partey, Odegaard, the English players, crap. Brutal. All of them. Ramsdale fell to pieces. Bukayo Saka went missing. Yeah, you're a hammer. I know, it can't be helped. Ah, well, we all have our crosses to bear. But who had the best season, guys? Who had the better season? West Ham. They won a big trophy. So respects to West Ham, man. A big up Declan Rice. Yeah, I'm a hammer. I know it can't be helped. I think I agree with Arsenal forever. City can come and offer Phillips as part of the deal. I think they will see Arsenal second, then they put their offer in. Yeah, I don't think Rice is going to come to Arsenal now. It's as simple as that. I mean, the bid we made of 80 million was an embarrassment. It was an insult to West Ham. It was disrespectful. And the value that they put on the player was far beyond that. So why did we offer that? Why did we make that bid? Why did we make that offer? It's as simple as that. I was drinking some water, guys. It's seriously hot today in London. I mean, it's madness out there. The transfer window opened officially today, and we've done absolutely nothing in it. It's as simple as that. Not good enough. It's just not good enough. Not good enough, guys. Simple as that. With the season we have coming up, with what's going to be going on with the club, look, smash this like in the video for me anyway, guys. I want everyone to smash the like in the video. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I am monetized. If you want to donate $1 or $2, please do. I'd appreciate it, because I'm just all about the money, guys. That's all I care about. Cash. Only joking, guys. But if you want to donate through a super chat, $1 or $2, I would appreciate it. It's been a while since I had a donation. I think I've only ever received maybe 7 donations in my whole thing. And 5 of those I could have used because I had to switch accounts. Because I switched countries in the meantime. So I had to set all that up again. I had to set my whole monetization thing up again from zero. So that was a real headache. But yeah, donate $1 to me, guys. I'd appreciate it. Yeah, drop a super chat. And come support the OSG. Wow, it's crazy how warm it is today. Absolute madness. Let's see. Havertz to Arsenal, guys. A player that we don't need. A player that we don't need. The players that we have at the club are better than him. So why are we going for another Chelsea reject? It does not make any sense. I think if West Ham didn't win the cup, then we would have taken the deal. But something was stupid when he said that Rice is free to leave. He was putting him in the shop window. Other clubs to bid for him. If City make a bid, he's going to City. It's as simple as that. That's all there's about it. Havertz is a terrible player. I mean, why would we take him? Havertz being linked with the club is just an embarrassment. I mean, we're going to settle for second best again. Thank you for that comment early doors, man. I appreciate it. Big up yourself, man. But seriously, I mean, why would we even bother to sign him, to sign Havertz, when he had scored 19 goals in all competitions for Chelsea? All right, there we go. Let's get this up there. Subscribe to my channel, guys. Help me hit 1.8k. I'm on the rush, guys. I need your subs. If anyone knows me doing working in a hotel, I've been handing out my business cards to different people to come support my channel. So hopefully that will come good for me. I've been picking up a few here and there. So let's see. I will play nice if you did. I wouldn't blame Rice if he went to Man City because he's guaranteed silverware and Man City have ambition where we don't. No more to say about that, guys, to be honest. I mean, it is what it is, you know. What can I say? It's the truth. It's the truth. And unfortunately, as Arsenal fans, we need to accept that the truth hurts, I suppose. Isn't that what they say? But why did we make that 80 million offer for him? It's an embarrassment. I mean, we're not being serious about the player if we make an embarrassing offer like that. Zinchenko, I don't know what he was doing at London Colony talking to Piers Morgan. I mean, you know what I mean? Zero tolerance policy. Mesut Ozil, the way he spoke about the China situation. Arsenal is a family, guys. Arsenal for everyone. Early doors football TV. Brighton have signed another player. I think that's 3 already. But yeah, he's not hanging around, man. Now, Brighton were fantastic last season. They beat us 3-0 at the Emirates. They absolutely wiped the floor with us. I knew when they lost to Leicester in the game before they played us, I knew we were going to get beaten. Because they lost to Leicester, they came back, and like any good team, guys, they came out there with a point to prove. And they were excellent. They beat us 3-0. And we were pushing for the league. 3-0, guys. They beat us 3-0 at the Emirates, and we were going for the league. Big up Brighton, man. They've got a bright future ahead of them. No pun intended, yeah, Brighton, bright future. They have a bright future, right? And De Zerbi is a brilliant coach. He's an actual manager. Mikel Arteta is not a manager. He's a former player. Look, seriously, man. Havertz is rubbish, man. And now and Havertz coming to Arsenal. He's been compared to Robin van Persie. In what way is Havertz Robin van Persie? In what way? You know what I mean? He's got no hold-up play. He's got no strength. In what way, shape, or form is this guy going to be Robin van Persie? Arsenal forever. We are the only club that keeps on getting bids rejected. If Arteta wants him, I want him. You know what I mean? The football club, guys, in my opinion, is buried. It is dusted. These fans that sit on their Twitter accounts, their Instagram accounts, their YouTube channels, like the Superfan channel, I haven't heard them say anything about Zinchenko. But the owner of the channel, we don't want politics in sport. We don't want politics in sport. Okay, good one. But a lot of people keep quiet about Zinchenko, yeah. I mean, it kind of goes against what you previously said, yeah. People out there, Arsenal fans, not saying anything about Zinchenko. If everybody sat there and said no to Kai Havertz, the club will not sign him. The football club has a social media team that scour the internet with a fine tooth comb looking at every single thing online. Aye, man. It's frustrating, guys. And to be honest, the Declan Rice deal, not going to happen at this point, in my opinion. I mean, we're not being serious about our pursuit of the player. Making an offer like that for him. Embarrassing. You know what I mean? Arsenal are making an improved £100 million bid for Declan Rice after seeing the first offer rejected by West Ham, but payment structure remains number one issue as City, United and Chelsea watch with interest. Arsenal saw their opening bid for of 80 million plus add-ons rejected this week. The Gunners remain confident of doing a deal, though must agree full terms. They are keen for a swift resolution, with Manchester City also interested. Arsenal are making an improved offer of 100 million for Declan Rice after seeing their first bid rejected by West Ham. The Gunners have seen their original offer worth 90 million for the Hammers skipper turned down, but a new package is imminent. The rejected bid was worth 80 million plus an extra 10 million in performance-related add-ons. The new offer is expected to guarantee West Ham in the region of 90 million plus extra payments, which will take the total deal to 100 million. However, sources were indicating on Thursday that the total value of the bid isn't the only main issue that requires earning out before Rice can complete his move to the Emirates. Early doors TV. So the second bid that Arsenal are supposedly going to offer West Ham around 90 million plus add-ons, but Arsenal seem they want to do Klarna payments. Yeah, they want to do it. I think in installments. I mean, what is that about? I mean, Kroenke is owning the club. We have the money. If we're going to go for different players, let's ease off on it and let's get Rice and Caicedo. We do not need Kai Havertz. We have better players at the club than him. It would be a backward step to take him on. Why? He's not good enough. Honestly, man. Seriously. Apparently, Nketiah could be chucked in the deal, but two other clubs on a couple of bids. Man, you're in the know in fairness, but I don't know. I don't know what's going on right now. I mean, I think a lot of it is just propaganda. The club are just peddling out these headlines, these stories. Like 2 seasons ago, we were meant to be sending Xhaka to Roma and Jose Mourinho. I think that was just to kind of show the fans, well, look, we tried to sell him on when he wasn't a fan's favourite. Honestly, Kai Havertz is not good enough, guys. He's not a good player. We have better players at the club. We should not waste our time on him. Ollie Watkins is different, guys. Ivan Toney, he's got his problems now, yeah. He's a different player. But Kai Havertz is not a good player. We do not need him at the club. It's as simple as that. Anyone that thinks otherwise, they're not living in the real world. We don't need these players. Kai Havertz, seriously, we don't need him. Honestly, guys. A lot of Arsenal fans, guys, they're peddling the top gooners, they're peddling everything into a positive. I'm convinced that the club are paying these guys off. How can every single big account on Twitter have the same thought process? With the law of averages, guys, somebody making a big account is not going to have the same opinion as someone else. But they all work their tweets. As soon as one goes, the next one goes, and the next one goes, and the next one goes. It's almost like Arsenal email it to them, guys, copy and paste. I'm convinced it's happening, guys. We've seen it happen with Paris Saint-Germain in France, yeah, in League One. It could be happening in Arsenal, you know. It's like peddling. Yeah. I'm convinced that somebody sends out DMs, emails, they have a mailing list to the bigger accounts. After the season that Arsenal had, you think that you would jump at the chance to get in early with new players to build on what you did last season to be at least title contenders? Yeah, that's true, man. But the reality of the situation is the club never do that. They never do that. They have never done that. Never done that. It's always panic buys. Panic buys at the end of the season. Last year wasn't too bad, but it wasn't planned and it wasn't structured, and we didn't get the quality we needed, and that's why we fell short in the league. Arsenal, like you're saying, man, they never ever do that. Like I'd be there sometimes wondering to myself when I'm in work. I hear that Tottenham signed a player last season or this and that, and a brilliant player. I'd be thinking to myself, with all due respects to Tottenham Hotspur, yeah, we are rivals with them. Well, rivals in history, not rivals in the trophy cabinet, of course. Needless to say, 13 league titles, 2 league titles speaks for itself. So we're not rivals with Spurs in the trophy cabinet, guys. 13 league titles and 2 league titles, say no more. But Spurs do better than us in the transfer market, and when they operate and when they go after a player, they tend to get the player, and the deal is done. The player's at the club, the contract is signed, and he's at the training ground. Arsenal are humming and hawing, leaving things in the last minute. Again, this season is the same thing. Same thing again. Thank you for that comment early doors. I appreciate it, man. Big up. Honestly, man. Don't even get me started on the fan base, guys. The single biggest problem at the club is the fan base. At this rate, you're taking half a step forward and 10 back. Must be hard to take as an Arsenal fan. Yeah, it is. As a lifelong Arsenal fan like myself, it is, yeah, for sure. What happened last season? In my opinion, it wasn't 100% planned by the club. I think we got a bit lucky in the run of the season, the way things went. The other teams were kind of going on a bit of a slump. United are rebuilding. Liverpool had a bit of a bad season by their standards. And we got lucky. You know what I mean? To a certain degree, I think. Rice is the only one who has proven and immediately improved us. The others have potential, but potential is meaningless until it's reached. And that could take time. We need more top-level players now. And we need a striker that will hit 20 goals a season, at least. Because Champions League is coming up too. And we didn't have it last season. If we had it last season, we might have won the league. But I'm not a fan of Kai Havertz in any way, shape, or form, guys. I do not want him coming to our club. Ollie Watkins, top man. Player with Premier League experience, worth his weight in gold. I don't care what his situation is with Aston Villa. I don't care what they want for him. I don't care what the situation is. An offer should be made towards Ollie Watkins to come to Arsenal. Although in fairness, he's with Villa, they have a better coach. Unai Emery is a better coach than Arteta, so maybe that's why he wants to stay there. But an offer should be made for Ollie Watkins. And that's it, guys. Simple as that. I agree on Skool. Arsenal had an easy fixture list to help your race away with wins, so player confidence got you to where you are rather than the club. Exactly, you know what I mean? It wasn't exactly the club like the club actually making a leap forward, the people running the club, this and that. It wasn't actually a fact that got in order and we actually had a proper game plan and that we actually progressed. There wasn't much progression, whether the management or the team. We didn't progress as much as people think. There was a bit of good fortune last season. Not that the team didn't do their absolute utmost to win the league. They bottled it at the end, look. I mean, they were cowards at the end. And a lot of the English players, because it's the English league, because we're in England, they were spared the stick that they deserved. They should have got a lot more stick than they did for their performances. Now, I'm not on about abuse. I'm not on about anything racial or this or that or getting personal attack on players. I'm on about the team as a whole should have gotten a lot more. Someone should have been held accountable for what happened. Yeah, seriously. I mean, the way we played at the end, it's like no one is held accountable by the fan base. A lot of the fan base are fake. By the management, by this, by that, by former players. No one seemed to be speaking out about the terrible performance of the players. We threw away our best chance of winning the league title since 2004. Well, it was easier to win it. It wasn't all about going to Anfield, guys, and going to West Ham or going to the Etihad. We had Southampton at home. We had Brighton at home. Southampton, we should have beat them. We have the players to beat that team. With due respect to Southampton, they were fighting for their lives. They were fighting relegation. Walcott came back to haunt us. We were 3-1 down with 2 minutes to go in normal time when we got it back to 3-3. The point was worthless to us. Worthless. If we had hit the front against Southampton in that game, we would have beaten them. Their confidence was brittle. They shipped like, I think, 30 goals in 6 games. This is the team that was facing us. You know what I mean? They were in a crisis. They were in the relegation zone. We were going for the league. And we couldn't beat them. They were beating us 3-1 till the 88th minute. Now you tell me what's going on with that. Man management, Arteta. The players giving nothing. Giving nothing. I mean, they're going for the league title here. What is going on in their heads? What are they thinking when they go out onto the field? Absolutely shocking. We went from disaster to disaster to disaster. Oh my God, the brittle confidence of the team. Unbelievable, guys. It was there for all to see. And bottle jobs, yeah, that's fair to say. You know what I mean? You can't defend it, guys. You can't defend that. All right, I'm going to wrap up this stream now, yeah. I want to thank everybody for tuning in, yeah. I might come on air later and do another video. I'll see. But thank you to everybody for your continued support, yeah. Thank you to Early Doors Football TV. If you haven't, everybody, please subscribe to the man's channel, yeah. He's building a channel for himself. I'm going to go on your channel after this. I'm going to check out what you have had going on in the last couple of days, yeah. I'm going to add a few comments and I'm going to watch some of your content, Early Doors. So, and at some point we can do a collaboration if you like. It would be my pleasure. Arsenal forever. Big up yourself, man. Once more, thank you for your support. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you for your comments, yeah, and for your insight into what's going on in Arsenal. Luca AFC, big up yourself, Luca, man. And that's it, guys. Thank you to everybody for your continued support. I am monetized, like I said. If you want to donate a bit of cash to my channel, please do. I'd appreciate it. If not, it's cool. Just sub my channel. Simple as. I'd like this video of me, guys. Maybe drop a comment in the comment section after I upload it. I would appreciate it. And take care of yourselves, guys. Best of luck to the Irons, guys, in the transfer window. Best of luck to them trying to hold on to Declan Rice. I myself think he's not going to come to Arsenal at this point, but we'll see what happens, okay? Yeah, we need to sort it out, man. You come on my channel sometime, yeah, and we talk football. You know what I mean? Everybody is welcome on my channel, and everyone's opinions will be respected. That's how I run my channel now. Everybody is welcome, and everybody's opinions will be respected. I had a fan on at one point, and he just completely was like saying about for about 5 minutes straight how much he hated Arsenal. He was gone out of there. Not a productive conversation. You know what I mean? People's opinions are entitled. Everyone can come on my channel. But yeah, Liverpool fan comes on and just is talking for 5 minutes about how much he hates Arsenal. He was out of there like a flash. Gone. You know what I mean? The only thing that saved him was I was a teenager. Otherwise, it would have got messy. All right. Yeah, man. Come on sometime. Yeah, we talk football. And like I said, everybody's opinions are welcome on my channel, and everyone's opinions will be respected. No problem at all. You'll have my word on that. All right. Take care of yourselves, guys. And big up, yeah. And early doors, man. Keep your YouTube channel going, man. Yeah. Keep creating the content. The most important thing is create content. Create content, man, and watch your channel grow. All right, man. Keep the dream alive. Come on, you Gooners, and come on, you Irons. Peace.